You know, when it comes around my birthday, as you probably go through this too, you start to reflect. You start to think about things that you've done, things that you still want to do, or in this case, buy. I had a friend a couple weeks ago. We're both September babies and all that stuff. And he asked me, because he knows my birthday's coming up in the next couple of days, he asked me, so what new coffee gadget gear are you going to get for your birthday? And I sat there for a little bit, but I kind of quickly responded to him. No, I don't need anything. I'm really good right now, you know? And then I just let it sit for like a couple of days. And then for a week. And then this past weekend, I started to really look to see if there's anything out there for me that I just would like to buy for my birthday. You know, spendy, right? I looked up the newest brewer. I thought about another roasting type of gadget that can help out with brewing. You know, and I have a majority of what I have and need. And I'm really good about understanding coffee even more so with the stuff that I have. And then I was like, wow, there's not much anything that I would really like. Would I want another grinder just for shits and giggles and to understand coffee even more so? Or this is me just want to be spendy, whatever? Sure, that may happen later. But as of right now, I'm good. And it's one of those things where I think about quite a bit where I'm like, wow, you're really good. Why are you good? You're not chasing that next thing and trying to figure out what there is for you as you try to get better and better in coffee. And then I started to think about the newest thing that I bought, which is, I'll show you soon, another coffee brewer. And I can say that I got it for you, that I'm experimenting, trying to see if you just need this one brewer. But truthfully, I liked it, I wanted it, and I got it. There's no problem with that. But as I look at my pegboard filled with coffee mugs and pour overs and looking around everywhere else where I have excessive amount of coffee makers and all that, I have all the things that I need to make a good cup of coffee. The biggest thing that I really do need to do or focus on is the actual coffee. Just drinking coffee, understanding coffee, just simply falling in love again with just coffee, not gadgets. And again, this is kind of weird, or some people may say hypocritical when, like I said, you see the board over there and I'm telling you that you're probably good too with what you have. And as we stay here and kind of think about all the things that we're trying to do, I think we lose sight in what coffee is. Like, do we truly really know which coffees, which varietals, which degree of roast that we actually like? We may like the Hario V60, but not realize that in order to bring more balance and a little bit more sweetness in the cup, we probably need to play around with a flatbed filter on a Hario V60. And that will make the coffee sing to us a little bit more than this cone-shaped brewer. Excuse me. And I know coffees are different, but I think that's where I'm getting at, really. It's like we like this method, we like that method, we like a 2 pour, we like a 30-second or a minute bloom. But are we forgetting the whole essence of it all? At least I am. I know that I am. I know that a lot of times whenever I talk about stuff, at times it's about the gear. Like this technique, this water, this swirling method. But seldom do we really think about the coffee we're brewing, why we're brewing it, what we don't like about it, what kind of easy tweaks that we can do in order to bring out the best out of that coffee. That's what I'm thinking about right now on my soon-to-be birthday. That's what I'm reflecting on. Of really just getting back and deep into the rabbit hole of the coffee, understanding the coffee, different types, why I like them, why I don't, what other people may think that they may like in them. Those are some of the things that I'm thinking about, that I'm contemplating about, that I'm know that I need to focus on more than anything, because that's really where we're at with this. Let me show you the thing that I'm talking about that has given me this sense of pause and understanding of coffee. Yes, it's a coffee gear, but I think it kind of goes back to the whole thing that I'm talking about in general. Here it is. This is a Hario V60 Switch. Wait, This is a Hario V60 Switch. This is a coffee brewer. This can be used for a one-person brewer or even a two-person brewer. It does okay with a big capacity of immersion brew, but it has really changed the way that I look at things because of the way that it's essentially flat around the edges and all that stuff. I have a video coming out, 2 videos coming out with it, because I think this right now, as it is, this is the best brewer that you can buy. It's versatile. You can get the Hario V60 Switch. But I bring this up because if you were to get this in the beginning of the year, you got different papers. You got the Hario V60 papers. You got the fast filters and all that stuff. And then you can go ahead and get like a fast cone filter too. A flatbed filter. That's all you need. You have all the different variables that you can play around with this. You can even put like a metal filter, cone shaped filter on here too if you wanted to. This thing is pretty cool. But again, we're talking about the gear. I'm telling you about how cool it is and things that you can, accessories that you can buy on it to play around with it. I'm not talking about the actual coffee. And I think that's where we get in trouble with this stuff. And again, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or whatnot, but at least for me, those are some of the things that I think about constantly. Things that I try to understand more and more and more as I go deeper into this rabbit hole. Because truthfully, let's say I bought all the gear. So what? I have it all. My toolbox is full. And now I'm wondering how to use all the tools in there. If I had a couple of tools, like I said in the beginning, then I will probably more than likely be fine. I can reach my conquering of that coffee a lot faster. I understand coffee even more. I understand that if I like Katui or whatever, how you say it, or yellow, whatever, I know I don't like geishas. or light roast. But I will understand why I don't like those things and how I can get to liking them as much as I can as it relates to my taste buds, the way that I am right now as this present day, the things that I like, why I like them and all that stuff. Then I'll start to think about, why do I like fruity but not so acidic coffees? Why I don't like grapefruit rind? Why does that flavor profile piss me off? How can I eliminate it in the brew? Those are the type of journeys that I would like to go on, even more so as I keep going down this rabbit hole. This rabbit hole will never end. It will end when we end, right? And I think as long as we're on that journey of figuring out that particular coffee at that present moment, we're going to be in a better place. We're going to be in better light. We are going to be in a place to where we get it. We truly, really get coffee. Whichever method that we want to use. If we want to do espresso, if we want to do a Mr. Coffee machine coffee, we want to do a mocha pot, whatever, percolator. People hate those. I think they're kind of cool. April brewer, it doesn't matter. We can use any of these gadgets as long as we're one with our coffee. That's the only thing that really matters. And as we do that, I think we're going to be happy. That's when it comes down to it. We're just going to be happy majority of the time. Just trying to understand that coffee. So that's my reflection. Those are the things I'm thinking about. I can't wait to actually make my next cup of coffee. I got a couple of ones that I'm really enjoying right now. New ones are part of the wash series. Those are some of the things that will really kind of just propel me forward, and hopefully it'll propel you forward as you go down your journey to understand coffee, not coffee gear. It's part of it. But again, I'll speak for myself. I'm going to get back to the coffee. I'm going to really try to do that. That's going to be my goal for the next revolution around this earth for myself. I have other goals and all that stuff about clarity and all that stuff. We'll do an update in the next couple of months. But right now, it's about being one with the coffee. So let me know what you think. This is just me just reflecting on coffee. Since I talk about coffee all the time, I put coffee out there. But sometimes I don't think we talk about it too much. We want to talk about the gear. We want to talk about pushing extractions and flavors and all that stuff. But really, what does that mean for you? This is Oki at Everyday Beans signing off. I'll talk to you later. Bye.